Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Planning and Zoning meeting for Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. I'd like to recognize all members are here. We could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay,
Move the agenda.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We'll review meeting minutes next month or last month. We haven't received those yet.
Okay.
Announcements, Bob?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning, everyone. Just wanted to let you know, last week we had obviously the council meeting yesterday, but before that on Monday, we actually had a workshop and special meeting where there was discussion and vote on the contract from Adel Construction for the Route 26 sidewalk and extension, which you're seeing right behind us, and they're moving right along very quickly, which is great. We also had a discussion around the benefits of using a plate settler technology in the construction of the water department's new clarifier. And finally, there was a discussion regarding changes in the town's parking system for the 2026 season. It was an initial discussion. It was in the spirit of simplification of the parking experience for everyone. At yesterday's meeting, the mayor led off with great news that DENREC will be here Monday to start fixing the entryways to the beaches, which is great. Kudos to the mayor for staying on top of DENREC. Much appreciated. We heard reports from Bicycle Pedestrian Safety Committee, Cultural Historical Affairs Committee, 4th of July Parade, and of course an update from our town manager, Mr. Gravier, as well as legislative updates and the financial report. Points of note, I would say, from the town manager around the project for Route 26 are safety enhancements. As you know, the two crosswalks with the safety islands, the one is west of Treetop Lane and the other is west of Fountain Lane, as well as the work for the crosswalk enhancement on Kent Avenue and Garfield Plaza. We are awaiting DelDOT's contract to do the work for us. We've reviewed the costs with Cliff, and once those come through, we'll probably end up having a special meeting to approve to get the work underway. Another point of note from yesterday, I would say, is the Boardwalk Plaza. Again, we should be receiving the final designs relative to the work for the Boardwalk Plaza. The point of discussion was pretty much around the fact when that work is done, there will probably be a disruption with some of the aesthetics related to the pavers, and we're going to have to take a look at some options to make sure that we bring that back to aesthetically pleasing the way that we're used to. The new business that was talked about yesterday was a discussion and vote on the amendment of the committee guidelines and standing committee. It was really about bringing clarity to 2 points. One was around the definition of citizen and resident, and the second was around the membership for those who do not reside within the corporate limits of Bethany Beach, basically just clarifying they may serve, but as non-voting. So we also ran through some discussion and votes relative to some of the committees, the chairs of those committees. We spoke about we voted on canceling the meeting for December. Standard course, to the extent anything comes up that is of necessity, we can easily call a special meeting like we've done in the past. We moved to an executive session and then we adjourned. But that's my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any comments, questions? Nothing? Okay. Public comments? Anything from the public? No? New business. First item on the agenda is application for petitioning for property identified as lots 5, 6, 7, and 8, block 114 at 34 South Atlantic Avenue. Susan?
The property at 34 South Atlantic Avenue is owned by James B. Delbora, Michael L. Delbora, Ann Johnson, John G. Delbora, Mary E. McCann, William P. Delbora, and Thomas E. Delbora. Representing all the owners, John Delbora is requesting approval of plans to partition 34 South Atlantic Avenue into 2 lots. Based on the information provided, 1, the property is zoned R1 residential and consists of 26,000 square feet. The lot is 260 feet deep and has 100 feet of frontage on South Atlantic Avenue. The lot is improved with a single-family dwelling that will be demolished prior to the hearing. Labeled Lot 1 on the survey is a 13,000 square foot lot with 50 feet of frontage on South Atlantic Avenue. This lot contains lots 7 and 8, and the address will remain 34 South Atlantic Avenue. Labeled as Lot 2 on the survey is also 13,000 square foot lot with 50 feet of frontage on South Atlantic Avenue. This lot contains lots 5 and 6, and the address will be 36 South Atlantic Avenue. Pursuant to Appendix 3, Table of Dimensional Requirements in the R1 District, the minimum street frontage for interior lots is 40 feet. The minimum lot area for single dwellings is 5,000 square feet. Both lots exceed the minimum requirements, and surveys were attached. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Regarding lots 5, 6, 7, and 8, they do appear on the Sussex County map. Will they be eliminated when we approve these two?
As lot numbers?
Yeah, because they appear, you can see them on the Sussex County map, and my question is, will this action,
When the survey is recorded, this will not be Lot 1 and 2. These will be still lots 5, 6, lots 7, 8. I don't know why the surveyor marked it as lots 1 and 2.
but isn't that contrary to our ordinances and everything zoning? You can't, because those are non-conforming lots,
How are they non-conforming?
5, 6, 7, and 8.
I'm sorry, how are they non-conforming?
Because I thought you said that the one that we're approving now, the 2 lots, also include those lots.
I'm confused.
I'm confused. No, you said, because down here it says this lot, the Lot 1 contains lots 7 and 8.
The way that they go, if I'm going to show is, and I forget which one's which, but it's, no, I don't. This is 7 and 8, this is 5 and 6. And when you divide it, it'll still be 7 and 8, 5 and 6.
And will 7 and 8 and 5 and 6 each contain the required amount of square footage?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they did it as 2 because these extremely long lots, some of them get subdivided with easements to get into the interior. This one is fully surrounded, so it can't do that, and so they're just larger lots.
Okay. So each of those lots, 5, 6, 7, and 8, will have the required amount of square footage?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. If this is 7 and 8, it has 50 feet of frontage and 260 feet of length.
Okay.
Um,
But then doesn't the question become whether or not, under DENREC's rules, they can build on those?
It doesn't matter if they can build on it, if it's their property. They don't, it doesn't have to be buildable.
Okay.
We run into this with things like, for example, the new home that was built at 47 North Pennsylvania, the lot curves inward, and some of the lot is actually in the Loop Canal. It's still considered their
Their property?
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Even though it's non-buildable?
Right, and
Right, okay.
they will have, this doesn't show it, this has a floodplain line, but somewhere back in here, there is a building restriction line.
Yes, there is.
When they go to build, oh no, they do have it, it's right
Yeah,
here.
it's right there,
Right,
yeah.
so when they go to build, they will have to get approval from DENREC first.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I have to apologize right from the start. I woke up this morning and it was raining. All my joints are aching.
He's cranky.
And so, Yes.
We're in for it.
yeah.
Would a donut help?
I think I'll move.
I've just two comments about this application. The first was, I don't live here full-time. So the last time in October when I looked, the house was still there. And I saw this on the agenda, and I thought, well, that's interesting, because that house has to be removed before we can act on it. And I went yesterday, and the house is removed. It still needs to be graded and all, but at least the house was removed. So that was my first reaction and comment. The second was, when I went yesterday to look at the property, there was a realtor's box there with flyers offering the lot for sale. And my first reaction was, well, that's interesting. We haven't approved this yet. And I know that it's not a big deal, but to me, it was a big deal, because the final approval, there's nothing that prevents us from doing this. But what if we had found something that was an impediment? I was just concerned that we were selling something that was not yet in a position to close. And I'm sure that it was, I never saw the listing. I hope that it said it was conditioned upon whatever we were doing, but I did have that reaction that we were putting the cart before the horse. Thank you.
Yes. Just to comment, Susan did bring to my attention that the house was still standing at the time of the application, and asked if we should delay the application. And I made the decision to keep it on the agenda and give them the opportunity to remove the house until a certain date. And if it hadn't been removed, then we would push it to potentially save us from getting back together in December, since we did have already an agenda item for this month that was bringing us together. So, but yes, we would have pushed that off had we not. And for future applicants that might be tuning in, our fan base out there watching from home, yes, I don't think that's good, good practice. Any other questions? Do we have a motion?
I so move that we approve the plan.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Second item is another application for partitioning for the property identified as lots 34 and 35, block 28, located at 669 Tingle Avenue. Susan?
All right, this is for, as Mark said, Block 28, lots 34 and 35, 669 Tingle Avenue. The property owner, EVG Hunt County Ventures LLC, is requesting approval of plans to partition 669 Tingle Avenue into 2 lots. Based on the information provided, 1, the property is zoned R1 residential and consists of 10,000 square feet. The lot is 100 feet deep and has 100 feet of frontage on Tingle Avenue. The lot was improved with a single-family dwelling that was recently demolished. 2, proposed lot 34 is a 5,000 square foot lot with 50 feet of frontage on Tingle Avenue. The address is 669 Tingle Avenue. 3, the proposed lot 35 is also 5,000 square foot lot with 50 feet of frontage on Tingle Avenue, and the address will be 667 Tingle Avenue. Pursuant to Appendix 3, Table of Dimensional Requirements in the R1 District, the minimum street frontage for interior lots is 40 feet, and the minimum lot area for single dwelling lots is 5,000 square feet. Both lots meet the minimum requirements. Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, here's my second grumpy observation. Part of it is personal for me, because I've dealt with evergreen development in the past. And the last time they came before us, they had clear-cut the entire lot that they had bought. And I found that, I made a sarcastic comment about evergreen development being an oxymoron because they had clear-cut. So for this one, at 669, the survey that they submitted shows four trees on the property. When I went to visit the property yesterday, 3 of those trees are gone. The only tree that is left is the one on the plot at the far right. And I thought to myself, well, here we go again, same old story. I just want to make the 2 points. One, the survey showed four trees. And I know it's boilerplate when you make an application. But when Evergreen made the application, they certified that the attached documents were correct, and they're not correct. And I would just hope and note for the record that whatever happens with these 2 lots, that Evergreen or whoever does it makes an effort in their landscaping and all to at least return it to what the survey showed it was.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I do. This is for Susan, when they come with the designs for the house, do you then say where the greenery will be? How many trees need to be replaced?
We don't have a tree ordinance
Okay.
per se. We will look at, the ordinance we have concerns ground cover, and they'll only be permitted to cover so much of it with any kind of not man-made material, like stone or concrete or pavers.
Now, this is something that the commission can do, make an ordinance later? I mean, can we consider doing that?
I
About
think
trees?
it's in the, I think that's on the list of things
Yeah,
for the
okay.
planning commission to take
We
a
need
look
to
at.
Bump
I
it
know
up,
it
okay.
has before, we just never came to an opinion.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Diane. Mr. Chairman, just to follow on her point, we have, I guess, tabled or in our queue, looking at trees and so forth in zoning. And I think this is an example of why we should move ahead with it in 2026.
Agreed. And I noted it in the old business section to mention for the group, we did receive direction that we can revisit that work that we started 2 years ago around trees and landscaping, and thought I would mention it so we can start thinking about that for the start of the year. But since it came up now, I'll mention it now. I'll circulate some stuff outside of the meeting, just of what some other jurisdictions are doing. So we have some things to look at for reference, and then we could talk about that at our next meeting, as well as where we left off. I think it was now 2+ years ago. But also, we did put in some goals in our comprehensive plan about increasing the town's tree canopy and other measures, and the only way we're going to get there is by making some adjustments in our requirements. Development and taking trees down is not going to help us get to those goals. So, okay, back to the application. Any other questions? Okay, motion?
I so move that we approve the plans.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Old business, I just mentioned the trees. I don't think we have any other old business. Okay, so just,
Mr.
yeah.
Chairman.
Sorry, John.
Susan, have we heard from the applicant from last month as to where they are on their resubmission or amplification of their application?
That was C&J Cole for the planned residential development. No, we have not received anything.
Okay. Should you get something, we don't need to republish, re-announce that. It could come to us in October or in September.
I don't think we need to have the 30 or 45-day rule,
Right.
but it will be on the agenda and put out there. We will put out notices that it's on the agenda.
Right. But we don't have anything pending from them.
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nobody leave. Here you go. You have to sign.